Hi, this is Prios, today bringing you another interesting hands that happened in the King's Casino in the PLO cash game. Enjoy.
I'm sure at the break he'll sign for it. He should have to sign for it. We know it's his casino, it's his cash. There is obviously a security and a cashier separate to the casino just for the high stakes game, so it is all jotted down. He could have just signed for 50,000 before we started and left it at the desk, and they bring his money as and when. Action on Patrik. Ace Queen Jack 9. One suit, going to raise it up.
Patrik has an easy raise from the high jack.
800. I think he's going to have to make it 750.
No cuts. No cuts.
Well, he has made it 800.
Bichon wakes up with beautiful double-suited and connected aces. He has an easy 3-bet.
Dealer hasn't caught on. Maybe they've agreed to round it up. And look at this. Thomas Bichon on the button. Ace, Jack 10. We were just talking about Ace, Jack 10 double suited being the best hand you can get. He's got double Ace, Jack 10, one suit. And Vilmunen, he wants to call with Queens 9-7 double suited. Bessim's getting out the way. Antonius a call. And we're three ways to the flop.
Vilmunen has double-suited queens that are a bit connected. This is unfold. If Bichon has a tight free-betting range, and I'm pretty sure that's the case. No need to invest a ton of money after you had almost nothing in the pot yet. There is also another fear. Patrik can still wake up with aces or kings and put it in pre-flop, putting us in a bad spot, having to call it off, being behind.
8,700 in the middle. You can see probably going to be a low flop. Double 8, 6, not a bad flop for the aces.
After calling pre, I like donking from Vilmunen. The pot to stack ratio is just about 1.4. Our equity is decent against most of the stuff it will call us, and we might still have some fold equity, maybe even against better hands like kings.
Not a bad flop for the queens with the up and down straight draw. We could see action between these two. Vilmunen first to act. He was the aggressor he wasn't the aggressor pre-flop. But with the stack of 15,000, he should just lead out for pot if he wants to play this hand. Shouldn't be check calling. It's either a check fold or lead out. He's led out. Patrik's given it up.
I like his sizing. It looks like he wants to bait in the aces or kings with an 8 or better.
I think Bichon's just going to stick him in. Would he lead out with an 8 here against the action that's happened pre-flop? Probably not. It looks like he's got some form of pair, maybe over pair and a straight draw. Bichon's only got 11,000. It looks pretty safe, this board. Pretty sure it's all going in. And the reason he's led out with Queen 9-7 is to commit himself to the pot. Fairly standard play. Not sure what taken so long. Let's get the money in. Let's run it twice. Let's see what happens.
The commentator has absolutely no clue. He's just thinking in terms of actual hands and not thinking into ranges. If you want to be a successful poker player, you should always think in ranges and never just take the actual holding of your opponent into account. Bichon has a super tough decision here. If Vilmunen is balanced in this spot, donking some 8s and draws, this is just on the edge between calling and folding. If Bichon is donking his entire value range and all reasonable semi-bluffs, this is an easy fold. If Bichon is just donking draws and checking with mate hands, this is an easy call. So everything comes down to what you think about your opponent. If you think he's donking some mate hands and all his draws, you can flip a coin if you want to call or not. If his range is heavily weighted toward draws, you should call. Having reads about your opponent is worth gold here. Without knowing anything about the player tendencies, it's impossible to decide what the right decision is here. Readless, I would get it in expecting most players to check their 8s and better here, in order to give Ace-Ace and King-King the room to hang himself. And donking is just made in order to maximize fold equity and to maybe scare out better overpairs with draws. So let's look into Pro Poker Tools Odds Oracle now. This is one possible way he might play his range. In this example, he's just donking draws, and the aces still only got 57% equity. If he is donking all his value hands and all his draws, we are down to only 22% equity. If he is donking some mate hands and all draws, we got 37% equity. In this case, he's donking all 8s that have no full house, and he's also not donking 8s with ace or king kicker. So you see that it's not that easy as the commentator is trying to make us think. Let's see how the hand played out.
Ich will dich in den 500 € Ich habe hier 10-10 gespielt, das war schon.
Well, he's folded the aces, and this is why you lead out if you're Vilmunen. Stack size made that pretty straightforward to play.
3 times, 3 Mal.
I sometimes wonder how these commentators get into their jobs. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments how you would play your aces. Bye.